we made it. I think it might be 9:01 or 9:02. But we're here at 9 a.m.-ish. Happy Friday Eve, as I like to call Thursday. My name is Melissa. I'm HealthAware's registered dietitian and personal trainer. Welcome to our online strength training class. Today, you will only need 2 handheld weights. I have 7-pound dumbbells, that's what I'm using. You can use whatever you have available. Try to get something in the 5 to 10 pound range. That's all you'll need. We're going to stay standing for today's class, not going down to the floor. We'll begin as usual with our warm-up for a couple minutes, and then we'll move on into our strength training section and finish with a few minutes of nice, slow, deep stretching. If you have any questions or comments during this class, please feel free to type those in the comment section. I should be able to see those. I'd love to just hear if you're here too, so absolutely feel free to type those in. I am going to get our music started, and then we're ready to exercise. Alrighty, adjust your clothes, here we go. Try to get in the middle of the frame. Alright, so I like to start off with the march, kind of waking up the body, nothing too intense. Also, by the way, welcome to another wall in my house. I don't think I've taught an exercise class or any of the classes from this wall before, so here you are. This is our front door. Keep marching. Hopefully you can hear the music. I'm going to turn it up a tiny bit maybe. There we go. Keep marching, warming up, waking up. Did you have your coffee this morning? I don't like coffee, I had my tea. Keep marching. All right, we're going to transition now into a hamstring curl. So pick up those feet behind you. Aim that heel to hit your bottom. Curling up that leg. Warming up nice and easy. Keep going. So when I woke up this morning, it was sunny here, but once again, it is now overcast while we're doing this class. I don't know if we've had, maybe had one class where it was actually sunny. Let's march again. Are you getting a little more awake now? Take some deep breaths. Keep marching. All right, now reach overhead, touch off a toe. Nice and slow, big stretch overhead. Reach it up. Keep on going, big stretch, big stretch. Keeping that movement going. We're not doing any of our static, long hold stretches here to warm up. Our muscles aren't quite ready for that. So we're doing dynamic stretches, dynamic warm-up is what we call this. Let's go back to our march. Are you feeling alive? Feeling ready? Keep marching, and I'm going to talk us through what we're doing for our workout today, okay? So for today's workout, we actually have 9 exercises. We're doing things sort of in sets of 3s. So we have 3 leg exercises, then 3 arm exercises, and 3 core exercises. And we'll repeat that a couple times. Let's do that hamstring curl again, okay? Pick up that leg. We are going to work our legs today. Gotta get everything ready. Getting that knee joint ready, the ankles, the hamstrings, glutes, core as well. Back to the march. Are you warm yet? Let's reach overhead. Big stretch. Big stretch. I hope you're all having a good week so far. Staying busy, but not too busy. Let's do one more on each side. Let's go back to our march. All right, you don't need your weights for this first part, for the legs. We're just doing our body weight. But think about where your weights are. We'll need those later, okay? All right, Let's get ready for our first move. We're starting our strength training section now. I'm going to turn our music down a tiny bit. Got to be able to think. All right, so we have 3 leg moves, like I said. Our first one we're starting with. You want your feet shoulder, hip distance apart. We're going to lower down. Make sure the knees stay behind the toes. So we lower down, take 1 step, take that step together, ooh, don't fall over, and then stand back up. Every time you stand up, I want you to squeeze your bottom, squeeze your glute muscles. And then we lower down, step back, step together, stand on up. Down, step together, and up. So in today's class, I'm not necessarily going to be counting to 10 every time, okay? So just stay with me. Nice and slow here. I'm going to show you from the side so you can see the squat portion. So you lower down, keep those knees behind the toes, step, together, then back up. Down, step, together, and back up. Is your core tight? Oh, it should always be tight, right? Let's do that again. All right, 1 more set from the front. So we're lowering down, step, step, together. Let's take it back. Good. I'm going to turn the music back up now. All right, next movement, feet nice and wide. This is called a sumo squat. I'm trying to figure out the middle of the frame. A sumo squat. So feet are wide, knees and toes are pointed in the same direction. And we lower down, and we're going to pulse for 3 and then hold it. So we pulse, 2, 3. So you're staying down, staying low, a little bit different when we're allowed to come all the way back up. So you're staying down, we're working our adductor muscles. Those are those inside thigh muscles, as we sometimes call them. Pulse it down, nice and gentle. Let's do 2 more. Are your legs shaking already? Last one. Good. Gently help yourself back up. Now our 3rd leg move that we're doing, standing tall, we're doing abductions now. So we were working the inside thigh. Now we're going to be working the outside thigh and the glute. Standing tall, a gentle bend in one leg, and we're lifting straight out to the side and back down. I have my foot flexed on this move. Keep the core tight. You want to really think about keeping that body stable, not leaning over to the side. Keep it right here in the middle. Let's do 2 more. And we'll switch to the other side. Can you feel your glutes? Can you feel it squeezing? I want you to squeeze into that glute. Keep the core tight. Standing tall. Think like someone is pulling a string up at the top of your head. Keep you up tall. Let's do 2 more on this side. Good. Those are our 3 leg moves. Now I want you to grab your weights. Personally, I think these arm moves are the hardest part, okay? So we're doing 3 arm moves. Our first one, soft knees, feet about hip distance, shoulder distance apart. And we're doing hammer curls. So those palms face in, and you curl up and lower back down. That's it. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy. I want to make sure that you get full extension, so extend the arms all the way back down, all the way straight, and curl all the way up. Are you breathing? Don't forget to breathe. Let's do 2 more. Good. Keep those palms facing in, and now we're doing a tricep kickback. So arms stay straight, palms in, lowering down now from the hips, hinging from the hips, core stays tight, elbows tight at the waistline. Now we bend our arms and we extend back to straight. Extend straight, pull them down. Extend straight, pull back. Using muscle, not momentum for this movement, okay? I'll show you from the front. Elbows stay tight to the waistline. Keep that core tight. Let's do 1 more. Good. Now stay in this position, and I want want you to turn your palms forward, extend the arms out from the side, and we're doing a row now. So keep that core tight, tight, spine is straight, and we pull back and extend. I want you to think like there's an ice cube in between your shoulder blades. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Keep going. Show you from the front. So the elbows stay close to the body. Squeeze back. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Good. Set one of your weights down. Those were our 3 arm moves. I feel like the music got really quiet. Okay. One weight in your hand. Now we have our 3 core moves to do. Holding one of your weights in front of your chest, but not having it touch your chest, okay? In front of your chest, feet hip to shoulder distance apart, and we're gently rotating right and left. I want you to think about keeping your hips forward. Your hips are not moving. We're moving from the belly button up. Shoulders rotate, rotate. Keep going. Thinking about those core muscles. Let's do one more each way. Good. Go ahead and set that weight down. We've got 2 more ab moves to do. But someone texted me, so I'm going to swipe that away. There we go. My husband texted me right in the middle of class. How dare he? All right. I had brain. Okay, so we're now doing standing ab bikes. If you've ever done bicycles on the floor, we're doing a standing version. So hands gently resting on the head. One side at a time, we're taking the elbow to meet the opposite knee. It's okay if you can't reach your knee. Crunch across and back down. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Lots of control here, using that core to keep the body steady, keeping stabilized. You know, I turn my phone on airplane mode and do not disturb. And somehow I still got a text from my husband. I don't know how that happens. I promise, I tried my best. I tried to prevent it. Crunch. Let's do one more on each side. And then we have one more ab move to do. Same position with the feet. Now actually I'm going to scoot back. Take one arm overhead, and we're just crunching down. We're doing all on this side. Crunching down. We're working our oblique muscles. Keep going. I'll show you from this side. Crunching down into it. Crunch down into it. Aim that elbow towards the hip. Let's do one more on this side. And now let's switch to our other side. Pull down. Pull down. Gentle with that spine. We really need to focus on keeping the core tight so we protect that spine. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Good. We made it through every exercise. There's a lot of exercises today. Grab some water. I have my water here, being a good example. All right, starting over with our leg exercises. So we're doing that squat and step. Feet about hip distance, shoulder distance apart. Let's do it. Push that bottom back, step, together, and squeeze it up. Down, step, together, squeeze. Every time, thinking about squeezing. Speaking of squeezing, are your core muscles still tight? Squeeze those abdominal muscles. Everything tight. And keep good posture. Keep those shoulders back, arms down, shoulders down. The arms are just along for the ride, of course, but keep them engaged. Again, we're going to do 2 more each way. There's 1, last one, and there's 2. Good. Were you squeezing your glutes? You should feel it if you were. All right, next movement, taking those feet nice and wide. Remember, the knees and the toes going the same direction. Pelvis is tucked under. Keep a neutral spine. And we're lowering down to pulsing threes. 3, 2, and 1. Are you staying low? These are not huge pulses, okay? I'm only moving a few inches. Pulse, pulse, and hold. Keep going. I'm going to show you from the side. Pelvis tucked under. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Trying to move my arms. There we go. So you can see my body. 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Stand all the way up. So again, we're working those inside thighs, the adductor muscles. Now we're working the outside thighs and glutes, the abductor muscles. Soft knee on that supporting leg. And lift one out to the side. So straight lift out. Straight out from the body. Keeping that body tall. Keeping the body centered. Keeping the stomach muscles tight. Squeezing the glute. How's your balance this morning? I'm amazed I haven't fallen over yet. Let's do 2 more over here. How about the other side? Lift it out. Lift it out. Keep going. Are your toes curled up and your foot on the floor? I can see through the foam, through your shoes. I can see your toes curled up. Relax your toes. Let's do one more. Good. Shake them out. Grab your weights. And someone else texted me. What is going on this morning? Grab your weights. Suddenly I'm very popular, I guess. All right. Weights in hands, soft knees. We're doing our hammer curls. Palms facing in, curl up and down. Standing tall, working our bicep muscles here. I'll show you from the side. Just a curl and lower. Kind of like you're hitting a hammer. That's sort of the body position, the hand position. One more. Good. From here, hinge at the hips. Elbows close to the waistline and extend straight. So we're working our tricep muscles here. Our triceps are the backs of our arms. I know every woman wants to tighten up that part of their arm. Every one of us. Let's do 2 more. Good. Stay in this position. Arms straight. Keep that core tight, straight spine. And pull back for the row. This is called a row. Kind of like you're rowing a boat, I suppose. Pull and extend. Keep those stomach muscles tight. Tight abs. Keep going. How about one more? Good. Set down one of your weights. Moving on to our core set now. Feet hip distance apart-ish. Hands holding that weight in front of the chest, not touching the chest. Slightly away. And we're rotating very gently side to side. Keep those hips facing forward. Really, really anchor those hips. Moving from the waistline. Turn those shoulders. Turn that head with the shoulders. One more each way. Good. Set that weight down. Moving on to our standing bicycle crunches. Hands gently resting on the head. One at a time. Elbow meets the opposite knee. Again, it's okay if your knee and elbow don't touch. Obviously, mine aren't touching. Really think about the crunch. Imagine like you're laying on the floor, doing these on your back, and you're pulling tight. Pull tight. Make sure you return to standing, nice and tall, in between each movement. Lots of balance, lots of stabilizing going on with the core muscles. with the legs. How about one more each way? Good. Stay right where you are. One arm overhead. Scoot back a little. Feet gently apart. And crunch down. Crunch down. Pull into those obliques. Think like you're trying to get your rib and your hip bone to meet. They probably won't, that's okay. But imagine it. Get them to meet. Pull them together. How about one more? And let's switch the other side. Rib to hip. Rib to hip. Keep that belly button pulled in tight too. Pull it down. And I do have just a soft bend in my knees right now. Not locked out. Let's do two more. Good. We made it through our second circuit. Grab some water. My mouth gets dry talking so much. I gotta remember to drink my water. All right, moving back to our legs again. We're doing everything again. Feet about hip distance apart, and let's do it. Lower down, step, together, squeeze up. Down, step, together, squeeze up. Every time, squeeze. I know I've said this before, but if you don't squeeze, no one else will. Squeeze it. Not done yet. Let's do one more each direction. If you're wondering where my cats are, by the way, they're locked in the kitchen today. Good, hold it there. Take those feet wide. They would just get in the way. Wide feet, knees and toes angled the same direction. Pelvis tucked under, core is tight, neutral spine. Relax the shoulders, and let's pulse. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Can you get a little lower? Stay low. Are your legs shaking now? They should be on round 3. Again. Keep that pelvis tucked under. Let's do one more. Are you still low? Good. Stand all the way up. Moving now to our outside thighs, our glutes. Soft knee on your supporting leg. Straight leg. Lifting to the side. Lift and lower. How's your balance now? Is it getting better or is it getting worse? Relax the toes in that foot on the floor. I can see your toes again. They're all stressed out, tense, curled up. Core tight, tall body. Let's do 2 more. Let's switch now. Other leg, soft knee, lifting to the side. If you're having a hard time with your balance, you can always have one hand on a wall, or also really think about keeping that core tight. That will help. Or something I learned in elementary school, you can touch one finger to your nose and it helps you balance. I don't know why, but I learned that in elementary school PE. 2 more. Good. Woo. Shake those legs up. Grab your weights. Here we go. Doing our hammer curls. Soft knees. Take a breath. Curl up and down. Are you sweating yet? I feel like this class is a little bit more intense. We're doing a lot of exercises. Extend all the way through and curl up. Full range of motion. Keep going. How about 2 more? Good. From here, hinge at the hips. Elbows in tight and kick them back. Tricep kickbacks. Squeeze the back of the arm. Squeeze it. Try to keep that spine neutral, head in line. Keep going. Which one of these moves is the hardest? I feel like this one is the hardest for me. Let's do 2 more. Good. From here, stay right where you are, arms forward. There's just a lot to think about on those tricep kickbacks. Let's do our row. Pull straight back, elbows back and up. Imagine that ice cube between your shoulder blades. Squeeze it. Squeeze it. Two more. Good. Set one of your weights down, moving on to our core set. Whew. I started getting sweaty on that one. All right, hands in front of the chest, holding that weight. Feet hip distance apart. Just that gentle rotation each way. We don't want our lower spines to get really involved in this. We don't want to hurt our back. Really focusing on the core muscles. So we rotate to where we feel the resistance. And then come back to center. Make sure the hips stay forward though. Turn those shoulders. One more each way. Good, set that weight down. From here, our standing ab bicycles. Opposite elbow and knee touch. Here we go, nice and slow. Lots of control here. Stay tall. Make sure you return to standing every time. Stand all the way back. Contract, and then extend. Contract, and release. Keep that neck neutral too. I always have to remind myself about that. Woo-hoo. One more each way. I almost fell over. All right, good. One hand overhead. Now we're doing that crunch into our oblique. Here we go. Pull down. Pull down. Think about getting the rib to the hip. Again, we want to be careful with our lower spine on this. Really focus on the core. If you can't lean over as far, totally fine. We just want to think about working the core muscles. Let's do one more. Other side, arm up, pull down. How are we doing? We're almost done with this round. How about one more? Grab some water because we're going to do it all. One more time. We've got time. Get a sip. All right, we're starting again with our legs. This is our last round, I promise. We're gonna do 4 rounds total. All right, I didn't tell you at the beginning, I didn't want to frighten you. Here we go. Feet about hip distance apart. Lower down, step, together, and up. Make sure those knees and toes are going the same direction. Don't let those knees bow in. Squeeze up. Also keep in mind, knees stay behind the toes here. Think like you're sitting down in a chair and then you change your mind and stand back up. Squeeze it all. Squeeze. One more time each way. Hey DJ. Okay, stand up. I've heard these songs a lot. Feet apart, we're doing our sumo squat. With the pulse. Feet are wide, knees and toes angled the same direction. When you lower down, again, knees stay behind the toes. If your knees are going past your toes, your feet need to be wider. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Stay low. Don't stand all the way up. Keep that pelvis tucked under. Can you feel your inside thighs working yet? Those adductor muscles. Oh my. Are your legs shaking? You can't see in the video, but mine are. Let's do one more. Hold it there. Good. Stand on up. It gets harder to stand up, doesn't it? We're doing our leg abductions now, working the outside thighs. Soft knee on that supporting leg. Straight leg lifted out. Here we go. Lift and lower. I really want you to think about your glute. Think about those muscles squeezing up and down. Core is tight. Straight leg as best as you can. Hold up with that head like you're being pulled in a string. There's a lot to think about, I know. 2 more. How about this side? Shake them out. Soft knee, straight leg. Here we go. Make sure you're not locking out that knee on the ground, okay? Soft knee. We don't want anyone to pass out. Especially me, that would be really embarrassing here on the video. Keep going. Can you feel them yet? Oh my. 2 more. Last one. Good. Grab your weights. Whew. I think we're going to feel that one tomorrow. All right. Last round for our arms. Here we go. Hammer curl. Palms facing in. Curl up. Extend down. If you want a little bonus, every time you extend down, you can squeeze your triceps. Squeeze the back of the arms. Okay? Squeeze. Squeeze. Bonus work. It'll get you to extend your arms all the way down. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Good. From here, hinge at the hips. Core is tight. Keep it tight. Elbows close to the waistline. Triceps, extend them back. Squeeze. Squeeze. Using muscle, not momentum, for this movement. Keep going. Are you sweating here? This is where I feel the sweat. How about one more? Good. Stay in this position. Arms forward, palms facing up, and we're rowing back. Squeeze and down. Squeeze. So I'm pulling the weights right about to my hip. Keep those elbows in. Think about pulling them straight back. Don't let them open up. Pull. Pull. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Set one of your weights down. Oh my goodness, that makes me really, really sweaty on those arm parts when we're leaning. Whew. Okay. Our last exercise is working the core. One weight in front of the chest. Rotate side to side. Very gently. Now, it is easy to not have this move be effective at all. You really, really need to concentrate. Make it work for you. Squeeze. Thought we ran out of music there. I was worried. Keep it all tight. One more each way. Good. Set that weight down. Standing ab bicycles. Opposite elbow and knee come across. Here we go. Nice and slow. Lots of control here. Lots of balance needed. Is your balance still okay? Are you holding on? Keep that core tight. It'll help you with your balance. Crunch. Imagine you're lying on the floor doing these crunches. Engage those abdominal muscles. One more each way. Good. One arm straight up. We're crunching into our oblique muscles. Crunch. Crunch. Do you feel like you're going to be sore from this? I feel like I'm going to be sore from this. Keep going. Careful with that spine. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Other side, arm up. It's the last exercise. Give it all you got. Crunch. Crunch. Pull it down. Are you still breathing? some water. We are going to stretch now. This is the best part of the workout. We need some soothing music though. There we go. We need to calm down a little bit. All right, so standing nice and tall. Take those arms behind the back and clasp the hands, okay? Open now, give them a gentle pull, pulling those arms back, opening up chest, stretching through the deltoids, those are the shoulder muscles. Open that chest up. Nice deep breaths. A job well done, everyone. We made it. That was a lot of exercises. We did some good work today. All right, go ahead and release that. Take one of your arms across. Gentle pull, so cradle one arm around your arm that you're stretching. Straight arm, we're stretching through the back now and through the outside of the deltoid. You can feel this a little bit in your neck, kind of around your spine. Take some deep breaths. We worked our muscles, they need all that oxygen. Go ahead and switch to the other arm. Did you see, were there dots on my arm? You can see dots in the video, you probably can't. I had allergy testing this week and it makes my arm look really silly. There's a bunch of dots on it still. So if you saw that, ignore that. I'm okay. It's okay. All right, go ahead and release that one down. Now take one arm overhead, bend at the elbow. Grab the elbow with your opposite hand, give a gentle pull, stretching the triceps now. We definitely worked those muscles today. The back of the arm, giving them a nice stretch out. Keep standing tall, belly button pulled back to the spine. Deep breaths. And let's switch to our other side. Gentle pull on that elbow. I like this stretch. This noise feels good. All right, go ahead and release that one down. From here, I want you to get into a lunge position. Feet are wide. Show you from the side. Feet are wide. We're going to be stretching out our hip flexors, so the front of that leg. I want you to get to a wide stretch, heel on the ground, bent knee in front, and then press into that. Keep that pelvis tucked under. That'll give you a deeper stretch. Just kind of pushing forward. If your knee's going way, way past your toes, then you need to step further apart. Gotta protect those knees. Try to keep those hips square. Stretching all through the front of that leg. Nice deep stretch. Relaxing the shoulders, breathing deeply. From here, I want you to step a little closer. Flex that front foot and lean down into it. Sit back into it. We're stretching the calf, the hamstring on that back leg. Keep that core tight too. Don't forget about that. Flex those toes a little bit deeper. It'll make the stretch in the calf a little bit more. You can also lean further down into it. We definitely work the backs of our legs too, in case you're wondering. Stand on up. Let's do our other side. Nice deep lunge. Heel on the floor, bent knee, pelvis tucked under, and push forward just slightly to where you feel the stretch all the way through the front of the body. Hips square, breathing deeply. Feeling energized for the rest of the day. It's still kind of overcast here in case you're wondering. So hopefully it'll get sunny soon. But we got ourselves some happy hormones, happy endorphins from our exercise, even without the sun. All right, from here, step a little closer. Flex that foot, lean down into it. Rest the hands on the opposite leg. So not on your knee, that's straight, okay? Show you more from the front. Keep that foot flexed. Sit a little deeper. Belly button pulled in tight still. Are your legs shaking here? Is that just me? My legs are shaking. All right, from here, stand all the way up, clasp the hands, lean all the way down, very gently. Stretching out the backs of those legs one more time. Now a gentle bend, take those arms all the way overhead, big stretch up, and let the hands lower down. We made it. I hope you all feel like we worked some good muscles, had a great workout, had a little bit of fun. I look forward to seeing you all next week. Oh, the sun's coming out now. If you have any comments or questions, any feedback whatsoever, please leave it in the comment section of this video. If you have any suggestions of what you'd like to do for next class, I would love to know. So just type it in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you all next week.